Hey, welcome, Safetyman Consulting here with another tactical training tip. I just kind of want to talk about the most common two or three questions that I get when I have prospective gun owners or people who want to learn to shoot better for self-defense or citizens who want to get their New Jersey permit to carry a concealed firearm. And two or three of the most common questions that I get. Number one, what kind of gun should I get for home defense? And you get all kinds of wide-ranging answers to that question. Sometimes people want to just get an AR-15 or a modern sporting rifle. Some people want a 12 gauge because they believe there's this wide angle, you just point and it's definitely going to hit something. And then some people want to get a super powerful handgun, and then finally I get people who want to just get the smallest gun that they can put in their hand, like a little 22 or a 380. And yes, bullet placement beats everything else. Hit with a 22 will do much more damage and much more effective in protecting you than a miss with a 223 from an assault rifle or a 12 gauge slug, which is one of the more powerful projectiles we can use. So my answer to that question is, Safety Man, what's the best gun I can get for home defense? So I asked them a few questions. Give me the dynamics of their family. Are there children? Are there adult children living in the house? Toddlers, babies? Do you live by yourself with a significant other? Are you empty nesters? Are you one story, two stories? Where do you plan on keeping the firearm? How do you feel emotionally about taking a life? And we have to get all those questions answered first. So once I get all that information, then we start working together to make a recommendation that's going to be good for them. Now, like everything, you're in your car, you have seatbelts, you have airbags, you have a lot of this new technology that helps with crash avoidance, keeping you from veering out of your lane. There are a lot of safety features that are both active and inactive. So I want to look at home defense with the firearm the same way. So we want to have a gun that is very versatile, that can handle a lot of types of situations, but is easy to use and easy to learn. So I typically recommend for a starter gun for somebody is a 357 revolver that you can also fire 38 caliber. So you go to the range with that 357, get you some nice big rubber grips, some glow-in-the-dark night sights with it, and just fire a box of those rounds at 357, and that's how you should learn. That's how I train my clients the first time. Once we get comfortable and confident with that, it's very expensive to shoot those 357 125 grain jacketed hollow points, which is probably one of the best rounds made for stopping somebody in a handgun. Then you can go ahead and practice with 38, which costs about 2/3 as much, so you can save money and still continue to practice. If you want to go with a semi-automatic, now I'm going to be biased because I've carried Glock most of my life, but go Glock or go home, because it is very effective, it's very reliable. I've had this same one for over 32 years. I've probably fired 20,000 rounds through it with zero problems, zero malfunctions, unless it's a user error if I made a mistake. And then I have a new generation 5 Glock, so they're completely interchangeable. I can take the parts out of one and put them in another one. So if you're going to get two guns, you and your significant other want to each have a gun, I recommend you get both the exact same gun, just for commonality of use. Yeah, there's that myth that if I run out of bullets, you can give me your magazine. If you run out of bullets, I can give you some of mine. If you didn't hit your target with all your bullets, I'm not giving you mine to waste them too. I'm gonna go do work and save the lives of our family. So again, we want to take into account the dynamics of your home, the dynamics of your family, how you feel emotionally about using a firearm, and then how well you perform at the range. Fortunately, here at Safetyman, I have every type of weapon that we could talk about. We could go to the range and shoot a revolver, a semi-automatic, a 12 gauge shotgun, and an AR-15 style modern sporting rifle. And then you can make the decision, or we can make the decision together, what you feel most comfortable with, which you can use in the dark under stress and still make accurate rounds, because misses inside your own home are not good. They could hurt your family, they could hurt you, they definitely don't do property damage, and they could leave your house and go injure your neighbors or damage their property. None of those are good things. So we'll talk about the ammunition when we're making that selection. There's ammunition out there that's made to primarily try to dump as much of its kinetic energy inside a human target and not retain enough energy to exit that person or that person and an interior or exterior wall and still have enough power or kinetic energy to create serious bodily injury or death. It's not a guarantee. We're launching a bullet over 1,000 feet per second. It's not a guarantee that it's not going to go through somebody and injure somebody. So we want to take all that into account. So that's the decision tree that I use to help my clients choose the best firearm for self-defense, home defense, inside the home. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, follow, and get alerts, and like it for me, and send me a comment. Tell me where I went wrong, tell me something that I forgot, or give me how you made your decision and ideas for future videos. The next video in this series is going to talk about what kind of gun do we want to carry outside the home. We got that permit to carry, that CCW, and we want to be able to defend ourselves, our family, and any innocent person outside the home. We'll talk about that next. In the meantime, be safe, stay ready, and of course, train now.